The question of the day is, what does the narcissist really want? We're gonna get into it and dig a little bit deeper. Now, welcome to Narc-Talk, and today's topic, we're going to explore what the narcissist really want out of a relationship. Now, you have to understand, a narcissist, when they get into a relationship, they're not simply looking for love. That's not something they're looking for. When they're targeting their victim, they look for someone who is easy to control, someone who is easy to manipulate. Now, you have to understand, the other person, it's not that they're easy to manipulate, it's that they're open to love people openly. And narcissists knows this, so they tend to target this type of people. They target empath, someone who is willing to give love, who is open, who is even maybe, a little vulnerable, to be quite frank with you. And if you want to see a perfect relationship with the narcissist, is someone who, one, is vulnerable, two, very forgiving. A narcissist love a forgiving person. Okay? And narcissists want to screw up once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, and they expect the victim to forgive them. Actually, they don't expect it. It's they manipulate the victim into forgiving them, because they do switch the blame to the victim to the point where the victim feel like, oh my God, maybe it's my fault. Let me forgive my partner. But really, it's just all manipulations. Okay? Like, narcissists are, personally, I like to think of them as demons. Okay? Like, they're literally demons. Ciao. Okay? But anyways, let's get to it. Now, a narcissist, if you want to have a relationship with them that lasts even a year, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years, is one, you have to give up control. And when I say you have to give up control, you're giving up absolute control. Okay, you're giving up control of your finances, you're giving up control of your friendship, you're giving up control of everything. Because what the narcissists want to do is control how you talk to people, when you talk to people, how you dress, who you talk to, where you go. I mean, a narcissist want to control everything about you. And if they're able to control you in that sense, then they can breadcrumb you with a little, affection here and there, a little love here and there, even maybe, future faking. That's just what narcissists do. It's sad to watch a narcissistic relationship, because you want to take the victim, shake them up and wake them up to this abuse that's going on. Themselves, sometimes they don't even understand they're going through abuse until later on in a relationship, where they look back and like, what? What the hell? This is abuse. This was not a healthy relationship. This was abusive. But they don't see that, because they're so consumed with trying to please the narcissist, that seeing it as an abuse, it's far away from them, unless someone else, of course, tells them about it and say, hey, we don't think that your relationship is healthy. We don't think, the way this person is treating you is okay. They might, even then, they might take it in, but they're not going to act on it right away. If anything, if the narcissist find out that your friends and family and anybody's trying to warn you about the relationship, they'll do anything and everything they can to make sure that they use that friend of yours or whomever who tried to warn you against you, so that way they can isolate you, to abuse you even more. That's how evil narcissists are. I'm sorry, I like to think of them as evil, because this is just not, it's a mental abuse that really F's with you. Like, it F's with your brain. The way you see people after dealing with a narcissistic relationship, it's never the same. It's never the same. Okay? So a narcissist, when you're in a relationship with them, basically, finances, give it up. Let them run it. If you need to go buy something, or you need to you need money to do anything, all you have to do is, please, can you give me this? I need this. That's how they like it. They want to control who you talk to. Even if it's just a friendly talk with a friend, they don't like it. Anybody who can possibly catch on to them, they'll make sure you cut them off right away. They'll do anything and everything to make sure that you cut them off. As long as you continue to be a good source of supply, meaning as long as you continue to allow a narcissist to control you and run your life for you, they'll do anything and everything to make sure that they keep you in that one spot. Because for them, that's the source of supply that they're now willing to give up for anybody to mess up for them. Narcissists are so insecure that the need of trying to control everything and everybody is insane. They'll control where you work. If let's say you're a hairstylist, let's say you're a makeup artist, let's say you have, whatever career you're in, they'll try to convince you that you deserve better or that's not good for you, so you can just lose the opportunity so they can feel like they still have a somewhat, a control over you. They'll control anything and everything you do. I'll give you a little example for me. Okay, so for me, when I first met my narcissist, I used to wear makeup. Like, that's my thing. I love playing with makeup. It's one of the things that I love to do. It's fun. It's relaxing for me. Now, my narcissist hated it. They hated me wearing makeup for some reason. I don't know why. Every time I put on makeup, they complain about it. Not that it wasn't nice, I didn't look nice. It's more like, well, don't put on makeup. Don't do this. I like it natural. I like it natural. And I understand that. A lot of people like natural faces. It's okay. And I don't wear makeup Monday to Friday. But my narcissist, the way he hated makeup, it has nothing to do with him liking it natural. It was more like an insecurity, like a fear of, if you wear makeup, you put your stuff together, other men might look at you and admire you and compliment you, which is kind of petty. But yeah, my narcissist tried to control that about me. And for a long time, I went through this phase of like putting on makeup, and sometimes I don't put on makeup, and I'm not going to lie to you. During that relationship, I wasn't looking my best. I wasn't feeling my best, and I made it my mission. Once I get out of that relationship, guess what? I wore makeup. I did everything I wanted to do, okay? Because I am free as a bird. Just saying, I'm sorry, but I'm just saying, like, if a narcissist is trying to control you, if a narcissist is trying to tie you down, when you escape that relationship, when you out of that relationship, make sure you become everything and anything you wanted to be during that relationship, if you weren't able to do that during that relationship. That is the freedom of escaping and surviving a narcissistic relationship. It's almost like you're having your desired, your future stolen away from you because you're being suppressed and oppressed and told you can't do certain things, you can't be a certain thing because you have to minimize yourself to fit into the narcissistic box where they feel like you're still below them, you're still controllable, they can maintain you and keep you in one place. So if you're a survivor, if you're thinking about leaving that narcissistic or toxic relationship, my darling, become everything you want it to be. If you had that dream, go after it. Do it. You're free now, so go for it. Show that narcissist they have no control over your life. Show them that you can do you and be happy. And that's what they're worth. That is what the narcissists hate. They don't like that. They don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you doing you. They want to see you sad and miserable. So the way to earn your control back, once you escape that, it's do the best you can to be happy. Do what makes you happy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon. Please comment, share, and subscribe, and watch some of my videos coming up. Thank you.